Hello students, now in previous video we have seen the definition of lattice and some of its properties. Some of the properties we have been proved as these are with proofs. So now let us see, there are some special types of lattices such as bounded lattice, distributive lattice, complemented lattice. So let us see the definitions of them and some examples of them. Now special types of lattices. Special type of lattices. So let me take first of all bounded lattice. Bounded lattice. So when the lattice is known as a bounded, a lattice L with this relation, posset relation, is said to be bounded. Is said to be bounded if it has greatest element that is what? Maximal element and least element that is minimal element. If the lattice has a maximal element and a minimal element, as we have seen in Hasse diagram, then such a lattice is known as the bounded lattice. For example, we can take an example here. Let A be the set with the elements A, B, C. Then this lattice, that is a power set of A with subset relation. So we know we had already drawn an Hasse diagram for this. So phi is a power set of A is what? A set of all subsets of this set. So now this is a bounded lattice. This is a bounded lattice. This is a bounded lattice since it has the least element what is the least element? Is the empty set phi, and the greatest element is what? The greatest element is the set A itself. Now let me draw a Hasse diagram for this. You know, power set of A has the elements which are the phi, singleton. So singleton A, singleton B, singleton C. Then pairing, let me take AB, then AC, let me take BC, and then set A is the what? ABC itself. Fine. Now you know the Hasse diagram for it. Just for your revision, I will take it again. Phi, we will take singleton A, singleton B, singleton C here suppose. Then here let me take AB, here BC and AC. So let it be singleton A, and here let us take set A. That is what? A, B and C. Fine. This is singleton B, this is singleton C. Then here let me take AB, here let us take AC, and then let us take BC. Fine. So phi is related with these one, as phi is a subset of all these. And these are the subsets of these one. Fine. Okay. And all are subsets of whom? This. B is a subset of this one also, this one, as such. This is our what? Hasse diagram here. This C is a subset of this one. This is our Hasse diagram. So minimal element is phi, maximal element is this 1. So this will become a bounded lattice. Now Let me take one next example. Suppose this is the first example. Now second example we can take the lattice set of real number with less equal is not bounded with any relation, it is not bounded, or with less equal relation it is not bounded, as it has neither a maximal element nor a minimal element, nor a minimal element. While if we take the set of natural number with division or the divides relation, the next one, let me take one more, set of natural number, the lattice set of natural number with division relation is also not bounded. Why? Because it has a minimal element 1 but not a maximal element, as it has least element or the minimal element 1, but does not have the greatest element, Now this is about what? Bounded lattice. So if the lattice has maximal element and minimal element, then and then it will be bounded. If it don't have a maximal element, minimal element, then it is not bounded. And if it has only one of them, still it is not bounded. If both are present, then and then it is bounded. Otherwise it is not. Now let us take the next one, that is the distributive lattice. Obviously, as it says distributive, so it should satisfy the distributive property with these two operations of lattices, that are join and meet. Then and then it will be distributive, otherwise it is not. So let me write a lattice L with join and meet operation is said to be distributive if the following distributive properties are satisfied. If the following distributive properties are satisfied for any elements A, B and C in L. Fine. Which are those properties? The first one, A meet B join C is same as A meet B join A meet C. Second property is that A join B meet C is same as A join B meet A join C. Means meet distributes over join and join distributes over meet. These are the distributive properties. So let us take a small example here. First one, suppose let S be any non-empty set, then consider a lattice, which lattice? P of S with subset relation or with set inclusion relation. Then there are any two sets A and B in P of S. then for any two sets A and B in P of S, A meet B is nothing but A intersection B, and A join B is nothing but A union B. So since union and intersection satisfy the distributive properties, satisfies the distributive properties. Therefore, as they satisfy the distributive property, therefore we can say the lattice P of S with union and intersection is a distributive lattice. Now, here we should note that if any one of the distributive property doesn't satisfy, then it won't be a distributive property for any triplet from that set. So let us write down that as a note. If the lattice L is distributive, then the distributive properties are satisfied by any three elements A, B, C in that set L. And if the lattice is not distributive, then there exists one triplet of numbers or of elements. There exists one triplet of elements A, B, C such that at least one of the distributive property properties is not satisfied. Fine. Now let us take an example on this. Determine if the lattice defined by the Hasse diagram is distributive or not. Now what the Hasse diagram is given here? Here A, suppose, B, then C, here D, and here E is given to us. So such a Hasse diagram is given to us. this thing is given to us. Now we have to check, is this one the distributive or not. So for that, let us check by triplets. So solution of this one, let me draw the diagram again so that we can rub this part later on if required. See here B and here E. So it is as such. Fine. So now here let us take the triplet ABC first. Consider the 3 elements. Triplet means what? 3 elements. 3 elements A, B and C. Let me check the distributive property hold for these 3 elements or not. So let me take A meet B join C is the left hand side of first property. Fine. Or first one, let me say, is same as what? A meet B join A meet C. So LHS. What is LHS? Is A meet B join C. Now look at it. Mid means what? The least upper bound. Sorry, greatest lower bound. And join means the least upper bound. Fine. Mid means the greatest lower bound and join means the least upper bound. So the upper bound is here what? E. Fine. And the lower bound of B and C will be what? A. So here this is A mid. Now first of all, B join C. B join C means what? The least upper bound of them. So least upper bound of them is what? E. Now A mid E. A mid E means the greatest lower bound of A and E. So it is nothing but what? A itself. Now let us check RHS. What is RHS? Is A mid B join A mid C. So this is the greatest lower bound of A and B, and the lower bound of A and B is A itself, and that this is the greatest one also. Now the lower bound of A and C is also A, so join of them. Now A join A, so the upper bound of A with A is what? A obviously. So LHS equal to what? RHS here. So this is this first property satisfies. First property satisfies. Now let us check the second property. Is the second one satisfies or not? So let us check the second property. What the second property is that? It is A join B mid C is what? A join B mid A join C is the second property. So LHS here. LHS is what? A join B mid C. So the B mid C we need to find here means the greatest lower bound of B and C. The greatest lower bound of B and C is what? A. So it will be A join A. So now again upper bound of A and A is what? A itself. Now RHS. RHS is what? A join B mid A join C. So it is the A join B means what? The least upper bound of A and B is what? B. And least upper bound of A and C is what? C. Now B mid C means the greatest lower bound of B and C is also what? A. Therefore, or this is the second property also satisfies. Second property satisfies. So as this triplet satisfies both the property, so distributive property which hold for A, B and C. Therefore I can say distributive property property is hold or satisfies for pair A, B and C in this Hasse diagram. Fine. Now let us take another triplet. Now let us consider the another triplet. Now let me take suppose B, C, D. Fine. Consider the three elements. Suppose B, C and D. So now here again let me check the distributive properties are satisfied or not. So for B, C, D, what is the first property? B mid C join D is same as B mid C join B mid D is satisfies or not. So LHS. What is the LHS? B mid C join D. So B mid C join D. What is C join D? Join means least upper bound. C join D will be what? E. So here B mid E. B mid E means what? The greatest lower bound of B and E is what? B itself. Fine. Now RHS. Let us check RHS. So it will be B mid C join B mid D. What is B mid C? B mid C means the greatest lower bound of B and C is what? A. Join. Greatest lower bound of B and D is itself B. Now the least upper bound of A and B. Join means the least upper bound. So A and B, the least upper bound is B. So they are what? Equal. So therefore the first property satisfies. First distributive property satisfies. Now let us check the second property. The second one for this same pair B, C and D. What the second property? B join C mid D is same as what? B join C mid B join D. If this one holds, then it is true. If not, it is not. So let me check LHS. LHS here. So what does it? B join C mid D. What is C mid D? The least upper bound, greatest lower bound of C and D. Mid means the greatest lower bound, join means the least upper bound. So greatest lower bound of C and D is what? A. It is B join A. And the join means upper bound. So upper bound of A and B or B and A is same, that is what? B. So it is upper one. And RHS. Now what is RHS? B join C mid B join D. So B join C means the least upper bound of B and C. Least upper bound of B and C is what? E. Mid. Least upper bound of B and D is what? D. Now the greatest lower bound of D and E is what? D. So here these are not same. LHS not equal to RHS. Therefore second property does not satisfies. So the first distributive property satisfies for this triplet, but the second doesn't satisfy for this triplet in this Hasse diagram. So hence at least one pair if we are able to found for which the distributive property does not hold, then we can say that lattice is not distributive. So what can I write here the answer? Hence the lattice is not distributive. Lattice is not distributive. Even if the distributive property are true for other triplets. Even if distributive properties are true for other triplets. Other triplets. If at least one triplet we can form, then not distributive. Fine. So note that to prove that the lattice is not distributive, we have to find the correct triplet which doesn't satisfy the distributive property. This can be done by trial and error method only. Triplets. Fine. This can be done by trial and error method as we have seen in this example. Now the next definition or the next special type of lattice is that the complemented lattice. Complemented lattice. Complemented lattice. Now here let L with join and mid be a bounded lattice. Be a bounded lattice with greatest element 1. Greatest element 1 and least element 0. Least element 0. Let A belongs to L, then an element A bar belongs to L is called a complement. Of A if A join A bar is equal to 1, means the greatest element, and A mid A bar will be what? The least element. Then that element is known as a complement of the given element. Now if there exists a complement for all A belongs to L, then that lattice L is known as a complemented lattice. A complemented lattice. Now example, suppose we have to draw Hasse diagram for the lattice D20 with division. So the question is that find complement of each element. If it exists. First of all, we have to draw the Hasse diagram. So let us go for that. D20. What is D20? With division means all divisors we have to collect. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20 are the elements. Now with divisibility, now you know 1 is divisor of everyone, 2 is divisor of even one, 4 is divisor of 20 only, 10 is also divisor of 20 only, and 5 is a divisor of 10 and 20 here. Fine. And transitivity will hold. So Hasse diagram for this is, suppose 1 is here, let me take 2 and here let us take 5. Primes are they, 2 and 5. So now here let us take 4 and 10 and then take 20. These are composite. Fine. So here these are related as such. These are all related as such. Now 2 also related with 10. Fine. From here 2 is not related, so we have to join that part. Fine. Now note that here we can see or observe 1 is what? A minimal element. 1 is minimal element. That is 0. Minimal element in what complementary lattice is denoted by 0. And 20 is maximal element. 20 is maximal element. That is what? It is denoted by what? 1. Fine. Now, what is the minimal element of 4 and 5? Or let me take, observe that 4 mid 5. What about 4 mid 5? Mid means the greatest lower bound is what? 1. And 4 join 5 means what? The least upper bound will be what? 20. So from this, if you can observe here, A join A bar will be 1. 1 is what here? 20. And A mid A bar is what? 0. 0 is what here? 1. Fine. Therefore what can we say? 4 complement of 4 is 5 and complement of 5 is what? 4 from this one. Okay. Also if we take 1 mid 20 is 1 and 1 join 20 is what? 20. This is least greatest lower bound and this is least upper bound. Fine. Hence, or this one also gives, what does it gives? 1 bar is equal to 20 and 20 bar is equal to what? 1. These are complements of each other. But we cannot find, means we have found a complement for 4 and 5, for 1 and 20, but not for 2 and also not for 10. If we go for 2 join 10, 2 join 10 means what? 20. Okay. And what is 2 mid 10? Mid will be what? 2. It won't be 1. So here it doesn't have this, we won't get 0 means what? 1 here. We will get 2 there. So that's why it doesn't have a complement. Fine. In complement both the conditions should satisfy. Then and then it will be a complement. Otherwise it is not. So we cannot find element B such that what? 2 mid B is equal to 1 and 2 join B is equal to what? 20. We are unable to find out. So this says 2 has no complement. 2 has no complement. 2 has no complement. Similarly, I can say, just I shown you, 10 has no complement. 10 has no complement. Fine. Now, let us take the next one. One more example for this one. Let S equal to the set AB, then find complement of each element. Complement of each element in the lattice. Which one? P of S union intersection. Fine. So solution of this one, what can we say? Here we know, we can say, note that minimal element is what here? 5. Minimal element is 5. And maximal element is S. Since singleton A join singleton B, join means a union here. That is what? Set S, and singleton A meet with singleton B means intersection of them will be what? Empty set, 5. Therefore, complement of, what can we say? These are complements of each other. So, complement of singleton A is singleton B, and complement of singleton B is singleton A. Fine. Also complement of 5 is S, of 5 is S, and complement of S is 5. Complement of S is 5. So here, for each and every element of set P of S, the complement exists. So we can say this lattice is a complemented lattice, while the previous one is not a complemented lattice, as there for 2 and 10 the complement does not exist. So here, what is the Hasse diagram here? This is 5. That is what? A 0 element, or the minimal element is denoted by 0. This is singleton A, this is singleton B, and here we can say S. S is what? This AB, and that is nothing but 1 here. It is a maximal element. Fine. So here we can join them as such. Fine. Okay. Now, in general, for any set S, consider a lattice P of S with union and intersection. If A belongs to L, then its set complement that is A complement is, or has the properties that A intersection A complement is equal to what? 5, and A union A complement is what? S. Therefore, every element in this lattice has a complement. Every element in this lattice has a complement. Now, let us take a small theorem on a complement, that if a lattice is bounded and distributive, and if a complement of an element exists, then it is unique. Theorem says, if a lattice is bounded and distributive, let L with join and meet be a bounded and distributive lattice distributive lattice. Fine. If a complement of an element exists, then it is unique. Okay, so let us see the proof of this. That is in our syllabus, proof of this one. So let L with join and met be a bounded and distributive lattice. Bounded and distributive lattice. Fine. Let A belongs to L be any element. Suppose A has two complements. On a contrary, we have to show it is unique, so we will assume it has two complements, x and y. Suppose A has two complements, x and y. Therefore, by definition of complement, we get, from the definition of a complement, we get A join x is equal to 1 and A mid x is equal to 0, means the maximal element and the minimal element. Similarly, A join y is also 1 and A mid y is what? 0. These things with us. I can say it as equation number 1. Okay. Now, let us consider our aim to show x equal to y. So, let me start from x. X is nothing but x join 0. 0 is what? The minimal element. Fine. So, x join 0. So, here I can write x join. Now, this 0, let me take this part of y. I have to equate with y, right? So, let us take this one here. So, let it be A mid y. 0 can be written as from 1, I can say. From 1. Okay. A mid y. This is same as A. It is distributive also. So, we can distribute it. So, x join A mid x join y. Now, x join A is same as A join x. This is commutative. Join is commutative. So, it is what? 1. So, 1 mid x join y. It will be what? X join y. The greatest lower bound of them. So, it is x join y. Fine. Call it as equation number 2. We get x equal to this. Fine. Now take y equal to. Suppose y is also what? Y join 0. We will see what happened with y. So, now let me take 0 as A mid x here. So, y join A mid x. So, what does it? Y join A mid y join x. So, this is y join A is same as A join y. It is what? 1 again. So, 1 mid y join x is what? Y join x. Y join x is same as x join y. So, we get from this what we get? Y is equal to x join y. Call it as equation number 3. Now, from 2 and 3. From 2 and 3, what we get? Look at here. The right hand sides of them are same. So, x equal to y. So, what can we say? From these one, x equal to y. Therefore, here also from 1 I can say. Okay. Now, from this one, as we have assumed two complements, x and y are there, but they are what? Equal we have been shown. So, what can I say? The complement of an element exists, then it is always a unique one. Fine. Now, here we will stop for today. So, next video we will see some examples, some different examples, and also we will start the Boolean functions. Thank you.